Okay, we got another piece here to make. This is a relatively simple job. Uh, this is for a throttle cable on a Caterpillar. Well, the new cable that he had got, this is a quarter 28 instead of 1032 threads. So he can't use this on that new cable. I mean, we could tap it out, but we decided we were going to make a new piece. It's showing some wear in anything or everything anyway, so it's very, like I said, it's a very simple job. We'll make it pretty much exactly the same. It's going to be a little bit bigger, you know, to accommodate the larger threads. So I think this was, well, you can see it's pretty much a 1/2 inch. Overall length is pretty simple. It's 0.786, so it's in between 3/4 and 13/16. No big deal. But everything's pretty much real simple here. So all we're going to do is just duplicate it. I'm not even going to worry about doing any drawings or anything for it because there's no really need for it. So let's get the machine set up here and let's go ahead and make it. I have aluminum bronze alloy laying around here that I decided I'm going to go ahead and use it. So, alright, let's get started. Alright, so we got everything set up here in the lathe. We're pretty much ready to go. I already went ahead and turned this diameter down to 5/8. It's actually a little over 5/8, and the purpose of that is so when we go cut the flats on it for the wrench in the middle over here, that it'll give us roughly a 9/16 wrench, and that diameter doesn't matter. There's plenty of clearance around this in the area that it's being mounted, so it's not going to matter. So already had faced it off as well, and we got our 0 set. So all we need to do is come back. I believe it's a 1/2 inch. Let's check here, double sure. Yeah, it's a 1/2 inch, and that's this diameter here, or length I mean, and you can see it's 450, so we're just making it a 1/2 inch. And again, the length is not critical. Actually, nothing on this is critical, so as long as it works. So let's get started here. And I'm going to use the manual feed. I'm not going to go ahead and kick the feed in and all of a sudden. Okay, touched off, setter 0. We'll cut in 50 thou off. Alright, 1/2 inch. Cut another 50 off. And you can see the aluminum bronze cuts a little bit different. And I'm taking my time. I could force it more, but no reason. This lathe is a Enco 9x20. It's a small lathe. It works good for small projects. I didn't want to take the 4-jaw off the other lathe, so that's why I figured I'd just use this one. Alright, we'll just check it real quick. 330. Check it again just to be sure. Okay, it's 283, so we needed 0.25, so not a whole lot more to take off. Let's take off 20. Alright, let's check it again. Let's break out these guys. $17 thousandths yet. Let's take off 10. Looks like we got about 7 thousandths. Okay, we should only have about 2 or 3 thousandths left. And we're actually right there right now, so we're going to stop. Alright, since we're there, clean up this face. Sandpaper on it. Looks good. Chamfer the edges here. Okay, I have the cutoff tool in here, ready to go. It's extremely close, but it is going to fit. So I'm going to set my 0 here. I already measured everything out, so. Okay, I have the cutoff tool in here. I'm ready to go ahead and just cut it off. Like I said, it's really close. I did check it though, everything's gonna clear. I would like to deburr that in there, but it's not gonna fit, so we'll just flip it around and then deburr it. Alrighty. Alright, the reason why it come off there like that, I was hoping that we didn't hit into it. Like I said, this is a piece that I'm using from something else. Well, see, it has a hole in it. And so it cut off nice, but there's a little bit of a indent in there, and it's not very deep, so I don't think it'll hurt anything, obviously, but we'll go ahead and get it cleaned up and get the other one made. Okay, we're set up over here in the mill. I just wanted to point out, this is a 5C collet index holder. And if you look on the back of it here, there's all kinds of numbers, and it goes, you know, 0 to 360 for your degrees. And then there's different numbers here for different types of indexing you want to do. So it's pretty simple. All we have to do is divide this by 6 sides. So no big deal. But here's one of the collets. They're all pretty much the same. The way it works is this guy here, as it threads into this, it pulls this into the collet back here, and then it tightens up on the part you're holding. So it's relatively simple. They're very handy to have if you're starting out. So I'm going to flip the camera around to the other side so you guys can see a little bit better. All right. Okay, so what we did there, we went ahead and spotted it and then put a pilot hole through. Now we'll drill it for the 1/4 28 threads, which is a number 3 drill. Okay, we got it all drilled, tapped, or and it's through. All right. And I didn't take that out so I don't hurt myself. That's usually what happens. All right. All right, we're ready to cut the hex into this. Okay, I'm going to touch off, and then if I did the math right, it should be right around 63 thousandths we have to take off. have a 1/2 inch wrench laying here purposely, but I'm gonna measure it just to make sure. Doesn't hurt to measure. So, yep, we need about another 30 thousandths. We'll go ahead and take the 30, and then we need to cut the 3 thousandths away. Wrench fits on perfect. Yep, fits on perfect. Okay, so here's the piece we started with. And here's the new pieces. There's the one. You see they're identical, other than bigger hex and bigger threads. I went ahead and drilled this and deburred it off camera. You can see it looks pretty good. The other one's not as good, but it'll work. See it poke through, and the threads aren't perfect, but it'll work for what he's doing. And if not, I'll make a new one. It's no problem. So there you go.